ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिनीति नामिनी। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। नमो ब्राह्मण देवाय गो ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगत हिताय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय ते नमः। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्रिषे नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंतकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचारी हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। शीला प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्णा चिल्ड्रन, वेलकम। हरे कृष्णा एवरीवन।
हरे कृष्णा माताजी।
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा
कृष्ण माताजी।
हरे कृष्णा माताजी।
टुडे
हरे कृष्ण माताजी।
हरे कृष्णा ओके। Okay, welcome to ISKCON Mangaluru Children's Program Day 12, Bhakti Yoga. So, today is the last chapter of Bhakti. From tomorrow, the chapter of knowledge, okay, from Jnana Yoga. It starts tomorrow. So, today is the last chapter and it is very important chapter, very nice chapter. Okay, Lasya, can you chant the first one?
Yes, Mataji. अर्जुन उवाच एवं सततयुक्ताये भक्तस्त्वं पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमाः.
Yes, Mahika, please read the translation.
Yes, Mataji. Translation. Arjuna inquired, which are considered to be more perfect, those who are always properly engaged in your devotional service, or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested.
Yeah. So now Arjuna is asking one important, he is getting a doubt. What is he asking? So yesterday's chapter, what did we see? The Vishwarupa Darshana, right? So he wants to understand now which form is more, I mean, which is the best one? Should it be the impersonal Brahman? It is, what are the three realization that we learned? Who can tell? Three realization, God realizations. What is the first one? Yeah, yes.
Yes, Mataji. First is Brahman, second is Paramatma, and third is Bhagwan.
So what is Brahman means? What can we compare?
Mataji, like when a train comes, the light of the train who first
Okay.
sees.
Yeah, fine. Okay, otherwise you can also, if we have to give a analogy of a sun, then sun rays. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and then Paramatma.
Mataji, Paramatma is the four-handed Vishnu form.
Yeah.
Likewise, who see the train coming as a snake, they say that it's a snake.
Yes. And then Bhagavan. Right? Bhagavan is the Sham Sundar form of the Lord. So now Arjuna is asking here, which one is better? Like, because many a time people think that maybe the Vishwarupa is the bigger one than it is the superior. Which is the superior, he want to know. And also, he also, many people, most of the time, more than 90% all over the world, they believe in impersonal. That is, God is some light. Okay. So here he wants to have a clarification from the God. So let's see. Yes, Lasya.
श्रीभगवानुवाच मय्यावेश्य मनो ये मां नित्ययुक्त उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेतास्ते मे युक्ततमा मताः.
Yes, Rudransh.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Translation: The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "Those who fix their minds on my personal form and are always engaged in worshipping me with great and transcendental faith are considered by me to be most perfect."
Yes. So Krishna is confirming that. And also why, Arjuna is asking, because Arjuna always associated Krishna with his personal form. Right? He likes Krishna in the 200 form. He always associated like that. So now for him also, he wanted that to be validated by Lord. So is it he is on the right path or he is on the different path? So now Krishna is confirming those who have fixed their minds on my personal form. That is the Sham Sundar form. So it is the greatest. Okay, it is the highest, and always worshipping me with great faith are considered to be the most perfect people. So we'll understand with this example. So basically, Krishna is worshipped like in Archa Vigraha in temples, right? So see, if there is one post box in front of your house and you post it, okay. For example, you are in Bangalore. We think you are in Bangalore. From Bangalore, if I post in front of my house, there is a post box which is government has kept it. So I post it to Delhi. So will that letter go or not? Yes, Dev.
It will go.
Okay, so what I'll do, in case if there is a one child wants to play and it also make one similar kind of thing and keeps in front of house and post it, will that go? That letter will go? You have unmuted. Okay, will that letter go, my Advait? Now there will be a letter box. Okay, the play thing, like you make one post box similar to what government has, and we keep it in front of house and we post it. Will it go? No, right? Yes, very good. So it will not go, right? Why? Because it is not established by. I mean, government has not done that. So it is not a validated one, right? So it will not go. So, but then if similarly the Archa Vigraha, it is done by proper rituals. Okay, it is established by the bona fide Acharya based on the proper. They do that Pratishtapana and all that, right? So then they invite the Lord. So God is there in that. So similarly, it is like that. So when something is offered to God, God will take that. So similarly, this analogy we can compare them. Okay. Chant Hare Krishna and worship Krishna in the temple of the heart. Because why? Krishna is there as a Paramatma in our heart also, right? So what is devotional service? So hearing. Okay, there are 9. Okay, there are 9 process of devotional service, which is Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. I'll teach this one. Okay, this is like a shloka. It is very nice. Tomorrow maybe somebody remind me. We can learn that. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. So these are the ways how we can do devotional service. Okay, it is hearing. Okay, hearing like now you're all hearing the Bhagavad Gita. This is also a devotional service. So this is a hearing, and then Kirtanam. Kirtanam is chanting or glorifying, and then Vishnu Smaranam. It's a remembering the Lord. Pada Sevanam, serving lotus feet of the Lord. Archanam, deity worship, worshipping the offering prayers and keeping prasad and all that comes in Archanam. Vandanam is praying. Dasyam is executing orders. Sakyam is a relationship with the Lord as a friend. Atmanivedanam is a complete surrender. So basically, even if we do one of these, we can attain perfection. So even if somebody only hears about the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam stories, he can get the perfection in the devotional service. Okay. So this is chanting, hearing, chanting, and just praying, remembering the Lord. Okay, 3 stages we just learned: Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. So what is that personal form of the Lord called? Sham Sundara. Yes. Yes, Lasya.
Yes, Mataji. क्लेशोऽधिकारतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देवाब्धिरवयाप्यते.
For those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested impersonal feature of Supreme, advancement is very troublesome. So now Krishna is declaring. So whoever attached their mind to the impersonal, like if somebody thinks that God is formless, for them it is very difficult. Advancement is very troublesome. So Krishna is clearly telling, but then still why people follow? Because nobody is referring to the scriptures. That is the problem. So Krishna is telling here, don't, I mean, if somebody does on impersonal feature, the advancement is very troublesome. So it is not at all recommended by the Lord. Okay. So this guy is telling, I will go to mountain and focus on the Brahman. Then there he feels it is very cold. I'll go to desert. It is too hot. I will go to the forest. This is a one sage, okay? Forest and focus on the Brahman. What if the tiger attacks me? So what can I do for Kali Yuga? Yes, Advait, what can he do? You have any suggestion for this person? What should he do?
To chant the name of Krishna.
How does he do? Yes.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very good. Yes. So he can do it in home only, right? There is no need to go to forest, right? He need not go anywhere else. We can do this because this is the recommended one for the Kali Yuga. Okay. So in Brahma Samhita also there is a shloka which says that it is very difficult to attain the Lord by manifesting, by meditating upon the impersonal form. Okay. Pantastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo payo ratapi manaso munipungavanam sopyasti yat prapadasimni avichintya tatve govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So it will take billions of years through mental and speculative process. Okay. So, but still the absolute truth will remain inconceivable. Still they cannot understand the Lord, because a materialistic person cannot measure the length and breadth of Supreme Personality. So one cannot with knowledge or with any mental speculations understand the Lord, only with the devotion. So what are the prescribed dharma in yugas? So we know that in Satyuga, it is meditation, Treta Yuga it is performing sacrifice, Dwapar Yuga elaborate temple worship, and for Kali Yuga it is chanting of the holy name. So this is how Krishna consciousness is performed in easy way. Chant, dance, and eat prasad. Okay. What is prasad? Whatever we cook, when we keep to Lord by putting tulsi, right? Or anything, patram pushpam palam toyam, anything you can keep. No, even if nothing, you are not able to keep a food item, you can also keep patram pushpam palam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti pahurutam ashnami prayatatmanaha. So Krishna is ready to take anything, even if you give water, 1 cup of water, put one tulsi leaf and keep, he will accept. That becomes the prasad. So this is the main mantra. Why Hare Krishna Maha Mantra we have to chant in Kali Yuga. So we all will chant this together. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam. Kalau nasti eva nasti, eva nasti, gatir anyata. Okay, you can chant. Hare Nama, Hare Nama,
Hare Nama, Hare Nama,
Hare Namaiva Kevalam,
Hare Nama, Kevalam,
Kalau Nasti Eva Nasti,
Kalau nasti
Eva
eva
Nasti,
nasti,
Eva
Eva Nasti, Eva Gatir Anyata.
eva nasti eva gatir anyatha.
Hare Nama, Hare Nama,
Hare Nama,
Hare Nama,
Hare
Namaiva
Nama,
Kevalam,
Kalau nasti eva nasti, kalau nasti eva nasti, eva nasti era gatir anyatha.
Okay, thank you. So what does it say? In Kali Yuga, there is no other way, no other way, no other way than chanting except the chanting of holy name of the Krishna. Okay, so this was an incident which happened like when there was war was decided, like war going to be there between Pandavas and Kauravas, right? So then Arjuna comes to see Krishna to be, I mean, to be there on their side for the war, right? He comes there. Then Krishna asks, Krishna tells him, my army will be on one side and I will be on other side and I won't fight. So Krishna tells clearly that I am not going to fight. I will be only there, but my army will be in other side. So then Arjuna says, we want you, my lord, not your army. Okay, then Duryodhana thinks, what an unintelligent person he is, right? So who is more intelligent here? Duryodhana took the army. So Duryodhana got the full army of Krishna, right? But then who won? Who won? Pandavas or Kauravas? Yes. Who knows the answer? Yes, Rajini, Rana. Who won the war? Was it Pandavas or Kauravas?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
Who won the war? Is it the Pandavas or the Kauravas? Who won?
Ma'am, Pandavas.
Yeah, very good. So Pandavas only. Why? Why?
Ma'am, because they didn't believe to kill each other, but they were the rightful owners.
Rightful owners. No, we have discussed the 9 reasons, right? In that,
Yes, ma'am.
in that one reason was the Lord Rishikesha was their side, right? Krishna was on side of Pandavas. Okay. Yes, Lasya.
मय्येव मनाधत्स्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवशिष्यसि मय्येव अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः.
Okay. Just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus, you will live in me always. Okay. So this is called the highest. Actually, first Krishna first told that than impersonal feature, the worshipping personal form is the highest. And now he is going to tell different stages of bhakti. Okay. Krishna is very merciful. He's like, he is giving options. Okay, do this, do this. If you can do this. Otherwise, you have another option. Like he's giving options now. So first option is the highest, Ananya Bhakti, where this is very highest actually. It is not possible for us. This is the pure devotees, okay, who always meditate on Krishna 24 hours. Okay, just like if one mother, if she sees some child's cloth, anything, okay, just imagine there is a small baby in house and baby is not there at house. It is outside somewhere. Or it has gone with she has dropped in some grandmother's house, something, but now she can see the socks of the baby and then she can remember the baby. Similarly, whenever they think the pastimes of the Lord, they can relate so fast with the Lord. So that is the the 24 hours they'll be meditating upon the Lord. So that is the Ananya Bhakti. This is considered to be highest, and these are all Krishna's Gopa friends. Okay, and they also don't know that Krishna is Lord. They always think that Krishna is someone like them, like one of the cowherd boy. So that Yoga Maya makes them forget that. Okay, this is second one, which is called as Sadhana Bhakti. Okay, I'll ask, who is this? Yes, Rishish, can you chant that? Do you
Yes,
know?
Mata.
Do you know how to chant?
What, Mataji?
You know to chant, na? Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Atta chittam samadhatum na shaknosi mai stiram abhyasa yogina tato ma achaptum dhananjaya.
Okay. Yes, Advait, can you read this?
My
Translation.
dear Archana, O winner of wealth, if you cannot fix your mind upon me without devotion, then
Deviation.
follow the regular principles of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, you can develop a desire to attain me.
Yeah. So this is the second option. Krishna is telling, okay, 24 hours, it is not possible of us, possible for us to think about Krishna, because we will be engaging in so many different things, right? You have to go to school, and school will be concentrating on subjects, other subjects. So 24 hours thinking about Krishna is very difficult. So Krishna is telling, okay, second option you have, that is sadhana. What is sadhana bhakti? It is following the rules and regulations given by the acharyas. Okay, like for Prabhupada has given 4 rules, and then chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So how much ever you are doing, just if you start with 1 round, make sure that you are continuing that always, every day, not just that you do now for 18 days and leave it. You have to keep this for your lifetime. Okay, you have to, if possible, you can slowly increase, and 16 is the minimum which Prabhupada has given. If somebody can go, I think in my class now already 2 people are doing already. I'm very glad. Like 2 people are doing 16 rounds. And okay, if you can, whoever has time can start do that. So 16 rounds Prabhupada has given. Okay, and then apart from that, 4 things he has given. What are that? 4 regulative principles. Anybody knows what are the 4 regulative principles? Last year, you know? Last year, do you know? No? I can't hear you. Okay, Medhavi, you know? Or
Mataji, I remember one, no meat consumption.
Okay, no, I'll tell. No meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, and no illicit sex. Okay, these are the 4 rules, and then doing 16 rounds. So these are the things which, and eating a prasad, like offering to Lord and eating prasad. So these are the sadhana bhakti, you can tell, because this is slowly, by doing, when we do that slowly, then we will get interest. Okay, slowly the interest develops and we start doing with love. First we will do like a oh, I have to do, my guru has told I have to do, not with interest, but slowly that will come. So third one, okay, this is Nishkama Karma Yoga. So what does Nishkama Karma Yoga means? If you cannot practice the regulations of bhakti, then try to work for me, because by working for me, you will come to perfection stage. So Krishna is giving third option. Okay, somebody says, I don't have time to, I cannot sit for hours together and chant, right? Some people will tell, I cannot, this is not for me, I cannot chant. So Krishna is giving one more option. Okay, you can do one thing. You work for me. So this is Amrish Maharaj, okay? He is like Alfred Ford, his name was, actual name, but his initiated name is Amrish Das. He's a grandson of Ford Motor Company founder, Henry Ford. And he has donated 250 crores for this upcoming temple in Mayapur. And this is going to be world's largest temple, which is a temple of Vedic planetarium, where they'll be in 3D. We can see all the planets and everything will come up. So, okay, this is getting constructed in West Bengal. So almost 60% is done. So maybe in another 1 or 2 years it will be done. So you all can visit there. It will be very nice. It's very huge, like almost 370 feet high it is. Okay. So he has donated his whatever earning he's doing, he's donating for the temple construction. And this is fourth one, Sakama Karma. Yes, Alasya. Yeah, Rishish, you can read.
Mataji?
Yeah, please read the shloka.
Yes, Mataji. Attaitat api saktosi kartum madhyogam ashritaha sarva karma falatyagyam tata kuru yatamavan.
Okay. Please read, Madhumi.
Yes, Mataji. If, however, you are unable to work in this consciousness, then try to act giving up all results of your work and try to be self-situated.
Okay, this is the fourth option Krishna is giving. If you are not able to work for me, then do one thing. You start giving, okay, some portion. It is like if we are having like you grow mangoes and you get 100 mangoes, at least we give 2 mangoes or 10 mangoes to Krishna. So giving some portion from our earning, okay, then slowly. But actually we have to give. Why we have to give? Because everything belongs to the Lord. And if we don't give, then that is not right. So Krishna is giving options. You can do in this way. Because what did we learn? Yagnat karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha tadartam karma kaunteya yukta sangha samachara. That is, whatever sacrifice, it has to be done for Vishnu. Otherwise, there is a bondage, right? We will get into more and more bondage if we are not doing the charity work. So this is yes. Who will read now? Lasya, are you not there?
Yeah, yes, now.
What happened? You are not co-host?
No, I left the meeting due to internet problem.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
I made you know. Yes.
Okay. श्रेयो हि अभ्यासात् ज्ञानाध्यायं विशिष्यते ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागास्त्यागच्छान्तिर् अनन्तरम्.
Yes, Rudran.
If you cannot take to this practice, then engage yourself in the cultivation of knowledge. Better than knowledge, however, is meditation, and better than meditation is renewation of the fruits of action. For by such renewation, one can attain peace of mind.
Yeah. So Krishna is telling, if you cannot even do the Sakama Karma, then cultivate knowledge. Okay, at least get some knowledge. So that is better than nothing. I mean, cultivating some other knowledge, better cultivate the knowledge, spiritual knowledge. And then better than the knowledge is meditation, and better than meditation is renunciation of fruit of action. Renunciation of fruit of action means working but not with expecting anything. Like We can take examples like many philanthropists, right? Philanthropists are people who are doing more of charity and these things. They're all doing like without any expectations, they work. But here there is no Krishna in this. Okay, this is considered the lowest in whatever Krishna has explained so far. This is comes in the lowest. Now Krishna is explaining about the pure, who is, I mean, the pure devotees who are dear to Krishna. Okay, one who is not envious but is a kind friend to all living entities, who does not himself think that he is a proprietor and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-controlled, engaged in devotional service with determination, his mind and intelligence fixed on me. Such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. So this is Sanatana Goswami. Okay, he's a direct disciple of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, once what happened, I mean, what is he saying? He should not be envious. Okay, should not be jealous. We should not never be jealous, and we should be kind to all the living entities. Okay, so it is like treating them also. Every living entity has a soul. Like people, like when we eat, people eat meat, right? So, but the thing is, like we have care for the dogs, but then we cut another animal, goat or chicken, right? So then what is the point? There is no, I mean, there is no empathy only, right? So we have to be kind to all the living entities. So what is Krishna telling? Not just humans, okay? Krishna is mentioning to all living entities. So that person is dear to Krishna, and who does not think himself a proprietor and free from false ego. And see, this is Sanatana Goswami. So once what happens, one husband and wife, they're very poor. Okay, so this wife tells the husband that please go to Sanatana Goswami. I heard that he's having one precious gemstone which is called as Chintamani. Okay, so please get it from him. So we are very poor, please ask him, he will get it, and then he will give it. So they go to him, and then that person comes and asks him that you have, I heard that you have some precious stone, please give it to me. Then he says like, okay, I have it. This that is in backside of my cottage. There is one garbage is there. I have put it there. Please take it from there. Then he goes there and he takes it. He takes it home. So whatever he touches from that, it becomes gold. Okay. So he keeps on doing that, and then what happens? His wife asks him that okay. He tells him, okay, you're telling that I mean he must be having something more precious, because he's given this Chintamani, means he must be having something else more precious. So please, why don't you go and find out? So he again comes and asks that, okay, I think you have something more precious. He says, yes, I have. Then he says, okay, then do one thing, throw that Chintamani back in the garbage and come, I will tell you what is it. Then he comes, and then then Sanatana Goswami tells him, he gives him the bead bag and asks him to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay, he told that is more precious. So if we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that is more auspicious, and whatever our desires also will get fulfilled also. Though we don't desire for it, but it will fulfill. Yes, somebody can read. Yes, Sarveshwar, can you read the translation?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
He for whom no one is put into difficulty and who is not disturbed by anxiety, who is steady in happiness and distress, is very dear to me.
Yeah. So this is one past. What happens once? Lord Shiva is telling Bhagavatam, okay, Bhagavatam story to Parvati, and there are all many sages. Even you can see Narada Muni here. So Narada Muni, everybody are all sages are gathered, and what happens? Parvati is sitting on Lord Shiva's lap. Okay. So what happens once this Chitraketu, he is a devotee of Vishnu, Lord Vishnu. So he's coming there on the airplane. Okay, they had that time. I mean, it is there. It is not that our recently the people have found out, right? It is not Wright brothers actually who found out the aeroplane first, but it was already there in our shastras. Okay, he was coming through the airplane, and then air mansion. So then he sees that actually he laughs at the Lord Shiva. Actually, Lord Shiva is very highly elevated person, but then he just makes he just he's not making fun, but he says that okay, whatever you are, you should have not been making your wife sit on the lap and telling Bhagavatam, something like that. Then what happens? She feels offended. Parvati, Mata Parvati, she feels offended. She gives sharp to him that how can you tell this about my husband like that? So then she tells you become a demon in your next life. Then he calmly he accepts it. Okay, he could have he could have made it nullified, it seems, because he is a devotee of Vishnu. He could have done, but he accepts it coolly and he says okay, fine. Then Shiva tells him, see the law, see Parvati, the devotees of Lord Vishnu are so humble and they are so elevated. See how nicely he accepted the even the curse also. Then after that he becomes a demon in next life, Vritasura, and then he fights with Indra. Okay, Indra and him has a fight, but Indra could not defeat him at all. Then finally he only tells, okay, there is something called Narayana Astra, you use that. And then with that Astra, he cuts off his hands, that demon's hand, two hands. And then that demon swallows Indra. And that Indra was in his stomach for almost 1 year, it seems. So 1 year after that he comes and then he kills him. But after he died, he goes back to Vaikunta. Okay. But Indra goes back to heaven. So who is, so it is like, even though he is lost, he won because he's a, it like materially when we see, it looks like, okay, Indra, Lord Indra won. But actually, the Vritasura only won because though he died, he went back to Goloka, to the Lord's abode. Yes, Mahika.
A devotee who is not dependent on the ordinary course of activities, who is pure, expert, without cares, free from all pains, and who does not strive for some result is very dear to me.
Yeah. So this one, you can identify who is this? Who are these two?
Sudama, I guess.
Yes, yes, very good.
Sudama and his wife.
Yeah. So Sudama and his wife. So you know this story, right? So wife tells him that you please, why don't you go to Krishna and ask for some money? And he goes, but he cannot ask because he goes to see Krishna because it was long time he wanted to see, but he never feels like asking Krishna anything because he is satisfied. Krishna gives that satisfaction to his devotees, though he is not materially, he don't have anything, but he is always blissful and he is in remembrance of the Lord. So he goes to him, and then after some days, that Krishna, like he comes back without asking anything. I mean, Krishna treats him very well, and then when he comes back, he sees that there is a palace mansion, big mansion in the place of his hut, and then he goes inside, and he also sees that his wife is dressed in a very nice sari with all jewels and everything. So that is how Krishna takes care. So what is Krishna telling here? Though a devotee is not dependent on ordinary course of activities, right? He is not worried about the whatever problem he has in life. He is not worried, but he is more involved in the uh, uh, I mean, he is meditating always on the Lord. So he is pure expert without care, free from all pains. So such a devotee is dear to me. So determination. Okay. So determination is required even in the material world. So what kind of determination? So we should be, I mean, for determining what do you determine? Like if you have to succeed, you should every day you need to practice, right? if you practice only, you will be able to succeed, be it be in any of your, it can be getting good marks or in your exams, or if you're competing in any quiz or in a sports, right? There should be a determination. Like that, we should also be determined that I will see God. So for that, what I have to do? I have to be very sincere in my chanting, following the sadhana and all these things. Okay. Okay, this is, we will share this in the group. This is like actually a new temple is coming up in Mangaluru. Now, currently, ISKCON Mangaluru, they are in one small rented place, okay? So where the small temple is there. But now recently there is they've acquired a land and temple is coming up. So you can, as per your wish, you can donate. There are different options available, okay, from one brick also, like a brick for one brick, or like we will share this in the group, and whoever interested can donate, because this comes as a like a kind of a sakama karma yoga, right? We give some part to the Lord. Okay, who will read this? Sanvi? Yes, Sanvi.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
please
ma'am.
read. Yeah, please read.
The one who is equal to friends and enemies, who is equals in honor and dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, fame and infamy, who is always free from contamination, always silent and satisfied with anything, who doesn't care for any residence, who is fixed in knowledge and engaged in devotional service, is very dear to me.
Okay. So who is equal to friends and enemies? Okay. So this is Amrish Maharaj. Okay, he was a great king. So he used to do devotional service like all. We saw that, right? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam. So all the 9 process was followed by Amrish Maharaj. And once what happens, Amrish Maharaj was keeping the fasting on Ekadashi day. So Ekadashi, after Ekadashi, and this person, Durvasa Muni, okay? Durvasa Muni comes to know that he is a great devotee, and he was a bit jealous of him. He was envious of him. So he wanted to break his fast. He comes there, and then what he does, next day was the Dwadashi day. There is a certain period when you follow Ekadashi, right? The next day, there'll be a particular time when you have to break that fast. Otherwise, whatever you did, that pala will be wasted the whole previous day. So he didn't eat anything. He was doing a Nirjala Ekadashi, like even not having water. So he what happens correctly? He comes there, break timing time he comes, and he says that I'm going for bath, I'll be back. So he goes for a bath, to take bath. He is waiting, let the time go. So wantedly he is doing. And then Amrish Maharaj is he's like waiting, he is not coming. And he consult his other Raja Rishis. So they suggest him that it's okay, you do one thing, have a drop of water, then your fast will break. Water, anyways, I mean, you don't have your food, we will wait for the Durvas Muni to come. So then he has a one drop of water. So immediately he's also a Raja Rishi, no? He can make out. So he gets very wild. So he was waiting for it. He comes with anger, and with his hair, he creates one demon. Okay, this fire demon you can see. He creates a demon to kill Amrish Maharaj. See how bad, right? He didn't do anything. He just had one drop of water. Okay, then what happens? He is a Vishnu devotee, right? So Lord comes to know that. So Krishna, he gets so angry on the Durvas Muni. He sends his Sudarshana Chakra to kill him. So Sudarshana Chakra comes and kills first the demon, and then it runs behind Durvas Muni. And this Durvas Muni runs for his life. First he goes to Brahma and he pleads like, Brahma, please protect me. Then Brahma says, sorry, I cannot do anything. This is Vishnu Chakra. I don't have so much power to stop the Vishnu's Sudarshan Chakra. You please ask maybe, then he goes to Shiva. Lord Shiva he goes. So Lord Shiva also says, okay, no, you should have not done this. You have done to the devotee of the Vishnu. Sorry, I cannot help you in this. I cannot do. Then he goes to Vishnu. So Vishnu says, I can't do anything. I have once left the chakra, Sudarshan chakra. I can't do anything. Maybe Amrish Maharaj can save you if he forgives you. I cannot do anything else. And then he goes and he bows down to him, and then he asks for forgiveness. Then Amrish Maharaj says to the Lord that he prays to the Lord, saying that if at all I have done any devotion, please forgive him. See, that is the devotee. So that is what is called equal to the enemy. Can we do like this to our enemy of if somebody does to us in that way? We cannot, right? We will never forgive them in life. So it is very difficult. So this is such kind of attitude. So Krishna is telling they are dear to me. So they are all very highly elevated. So Amrish Maharaj story this is. And this is Narad Muni. Narad Muni, you know, right? Like he can go to any of the three worlds. And anytime he can go to Patala or highest and lower planets also. He's always singing the glories of the Lord. Rishish, can you sing that?
Yes, Mataji.
ये तो धर्मामृतम् इद्धम् यतोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्धा मत्परामा भक्तस्तेतिव मे प्रियः.
Yes, Riti.
ये तु धर्मामृतामिदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्धाना मत्परमा भक्तास्ते तीव मे प्रिया.
Yeah, read the translation.
Those who follow this imperishable path of devotional service and who completely engage themselves with faith, making me the supreme goal, are very, very dear to me.
Yeah. So this imperishable path. So this devotional path is imperishable. Okay. This is eternal. Okay. This knowledge, you just see this Bhagavad Gita. So if other books, right, because how much ever time if we listen also, we get new realizations. Every time we get something new from the same shloka or same thing we read also, we get new realization. But this is not possible in the mundane books, right? Mundane material books. If you read once, then you will feel bored. Even if any movies also, right? If you see the same movie again and again, what will happen? You don't feel, you will get bored, right? You cannot watch more than one. I mean, some people will watch 2 times, 3 times, or so after that you will get bored. You cannot watch that. But Bhagavad Gita is not like that. More and more we listen, more and more we get realizations. So similarly, the path of devotional also. So devotional service is imperishable. You will never get bored in when you serve the Lord. So you have to do with complete, we have to do with complete faith. Then that the person who makes it completely, that with faith, make me the supreme goal, like Prabhupada. So he all his life he dedicated to Lord Krishna and spreading the Krishna's message to the world, right? So such person is dear to me. So who is this? Yes, Mahika. Who is that first one?
Yes, Mataji, this is Lord Ram hugging Hanuman.
Yeah. Yes, Advait. Who is this one? Second one?
That's
Lord Narsimha and
Prahalad.
yeah, very good. Yes, and who is the third one? Rudransh, yes.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, Krishna is hugging his brother Balram.
I think that is Sudama.
No, Mataji.
Yeah, it is devotees. Okay, with the devotees it is. Okay. Okay. Will Smith, what is this? Yeah. Will Smith, he's a Hollywood actor. What does he say about Bhagavad Gita? I have started reading Bhagavad Gita. Arjun inside me has started awakening, right? So this is the realizations that people have by reading Bhagavad Gita. So that is the imperishable knowledge. So what is Shravana? hearing of God's leelas and stories. Kirtana, singing of his glories. See, Kirtana means need not be only singing, also telling about the glories of the Lord, right? That is also Kirtana. And Smarana, remembrance of his name and presence. How do we remember? By praying, by chanting the Hare Krishna. So, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So only pure devotion can attract Krishna. So this is a story of, okay, Satyabhama. She is also wife of Krishna, right? Once what happens? Satyabhama and Rukmini, right? Rukmini is also very dear to Krishna. So once what happens? Satyabhama, she is very proud that Krishna, I mean, Krishna loves her more. Okay. And then what happens once Narada Muni comes and then he says that, okay, you do one thing, you sell Krishna to me, and then on the other side you keep all your jewels. Okay. So then you take back the Krishna. So she agrees. And then Rukmini also is there. So what happens? She gives the Krishna. Then Krishna is made to sit in one. That weighing machine is there, right? One side, and the other side, she put all her jewels. So it is not even going 1 inch down. Also, okay, it is not going down the weight. So then Rukmini comes and Rukmini says that put the tulsi. So just she removes all the jewels. Just she puts one tulsi, and immediately Krishna is lifted. So what does it show? So Krishna is not, with money one cannot buy Krishna, but only with the pure devotion Krishna is very pleased. Just with the tulsi leaves he got pleased. Okay. So only through devotional service you can understand Krishna. So what is the devotional service? How can we do in Kali Yuga? How can we do? Yes, everybody chant together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Yeah. Okay, so who is this, you know? Yes, co-host, Mahika, who is this?
Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
And this is, you know, who is that? This is Balram, who is Nityananda Prabhu, okay? And this backside images, this is Prabhupada Samadhi in Mayapur. He had been there. Yeah. Okay, we have come to the end. Okay. We have 5 minutes. You want to watch anything, children? Anybody wants to watch anything?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Yes, Mataji, we want to watch something.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, let me see.
Of Little Krishna. Very much interested.
Very much interested.